So I read The Art of Taxidermy by Sharon Kernot. It falls into the older readers category, so for kids aged 13 to 18. The Goodreads blurb reads, Lottie collects dead creatures and lovingly cares for them, hoping to preserve them, to save them from disintegration. Her father understands. Lottie has a scientific mind, he thinks. Her aunt wants it to stop, and she goes to cruel lengths to make sure that it does. And her mother? Lottie's mother died long ago, and Lottie is searching for a way to be close to her. The Art of Taxidermy is a heartbreaking verse novel exploring love and death, grief and beauty, and the ways we try to make sense of it all. I chose this book for a few reasons. The beautiful cover, for a start, the intriguing title, and also the fact that it is written completely in verse. I also love the first line, the all-important, all-consuming first line, upon which so much hinges. At the age of 11, I fell in love with death. What struck me about this book was not so much the verse, but the sense of place that Kernot has created through that verse. It's full of nature images and motifs, birds, bones, feathers, and you can see and smell the Australian landscape, tinged as it is by a sense of sadness and loss. A review in Readings describes what I mean perfectly. In lyrical language, Kernot draws a comparison between the Australian bush and death. Both are beautiful and desolate at once. This book is haunting, lyrical and dark. There are many, many moments of beauty, but one of my favourites occurs on page 5 when we meet Lottie's best friend, Annie. Annie was my best friend. She was everything I was not. Her hair was the colour of wheat at sunset, her eyes as blue as a summer sky. Her lips the satin sheen of pink pearls, her bone-white skin never tanned. She was pale and luminous, a ghostly angel, but like me, she had a dark heart. The Art of Taxidermy is a deceptively simple book with all that sparse verse and white space on the page. But when you dive deeper into the story, peeling away the layers, you find that there is quite a lot going on. Lottie's scientific obsession with death, the pressures upon girls in that time to conform to society's notions of what women should be doing with their time. Of course, taxidermy is not on that list. Her relationship with her best friend Annie, with her friend Jeffrey, with her aunt and her father. What her family, who were German, went through while living in Australia during the Second World War. Foremost among all these things, though, is Lottie's grief. Annie poked me, "Don't be sad." She skipped around the tombstones. "It is only death. It is not the end. We all die. We all die. It is a part of life." But I could not share Annie's rosy thoughts. I wanted to resurrect them all. I wanted them back, breathing real air. I wanted flesh and blood, not ghosts. This book has stayed with me, and it will, I think, for some time. It appealed to my dark heart, and it might appeal to yours too.